Hello and welcome to our Pawanmuktasana video. This is the Pawanmuktasana Series 1. It is a series of joint movement to keep the joint lubricated and always young. It's a simple series that everyone can do and everyone should do to keep their joints young. It's really great for those with arthritis and many other diseases, but it's also good for those who have no problems. So you will see it's very simple and very quick. Let's get started. Sit in the staff pose, feet hip distance apart, and back straight. Really keep your back straight and your chest open, face looking forward, chin parallel to the floor. And first, let's start with toes. So flex your toes and extend your toes 10 times. Flex, extend, flex, extend. You count only your toes, so no ankles for now, and maybe synchronize with the breath. Exhale, flex, inhale, extend. Keep your hands behind your back, or if you can, keep straight next to your hips. Now, once you are finished with your 10 repetition, let's pass into the ankle flexion. So extend your toes forward, dorsiflex your feet, and then the opposite movement, plantar flexion, toes towards you, 10 times. Go in, exhale and inhale. Remember to keep the back straight. If you need the support under your glutes, use it. And really be mindful and do this movement as slow as possible, so to really keep the attention in the joint. And once you have done your 10 repetition, let's come to the next one, which is rotation. So we rotate both ankles in one direction. So let's start clockwise. And really focus on making the movement as precise as you can. You'll get better with time and with practice. If you want, you can keep your feet together, but I prefer you keep your feet separate. And once you've done 5 one side, do 5 the other side. Mindful and again synchronize with the breath. So we keep breath control, extension, full extension when you come forward, and full flexion. 5 on the other side. Next one, bend your left leg and place your foot above your knee on your right thigh, and then one hand on the ankle, one hand on the toes, mound of the toes, and rotate your ankle, helping with your hand. 5 rotation one side, and 5 rotation on the other side. 3, 4, 5. Extend the leg and switch legs. Be mindful really in the movements. So try to reach the full range of your joint. Do again 5 and then revert, keeping your hand on the ankle and feeling the movement of the joint. Amazing. Then now start with the left leg again. Bring your hands interlaced underneath your thighs. Lift your leg and bring your thigh close to your chest, and then inhale and exhale, extend the leg and point the foot. And then inhale, bend the knee again and keep it straight, and continue 10 times. Mindful movements. So when you come up, you can flex, and when you come down, you can extend, or just keep them pointed all the time if you find this hard with coordination. But we like to work with control, so learning how to control all our joints together. So once you have done 10, then you can switch your leg, really mindful. You don't need to lift the leg too high, but if you want, you can try to see where you can get. So when you finish, switch, keep it close to you, as close as possible, mindful of a straight back. Repeat 10 times. And release. So next, once again, start in the same position with the hands underneath the thigh. Lift the foot from the floor and rotate your tibia, only your lower leg, from the knee. So we are working on the knee, 5 one side, 5 the other. Keep the toes the way it feels more natural to you. Maybe do some try tests, one way, the other, see what feels better. 5 and 5. Again, mindful and keeping your thigh, and then change. So really keep your upper leg strong and steady, and only move from the knee and down. So try not to move your hips. I know it's hard, but that's what we want to do in this exercise. 5 and 5. Slow and controlled. And then release, both legs straight. And let's prepare for the next one. Let's work on the hip joint now. So place your left foot on top of your right thigh. Once again, same position like before. And then hold the foot, and with the other hand, push gently your knee towards the floor, your thigh towards the floor. Push it down as you can, and then up, and then down. So really work on opening your hip. Try to do some rhythmic pulses. Okay, and then let's stay on this leg. Grab your knee from below and your foot, and rotate your hip first clockwise, so in towards the inside. Yes, like this. Keep your back straight. One hand on the foot, one hand on the external part of the knee. And then once you did 5 rotation, change the side, opposite direction. Really open as much as you can. Slow, mindful, and controlled. And once you have finished your 5, put the leg down and switch legs. So switch side. Right on top of left. First, pulse your hip toward the floor. Pushing, extending your arm, pushing down with your shoulder. Be mindful not to hurt your knee or your hip or your ankle. So do what you can. And now again, do the rotation. So grab the whole thing and rotate first towards the inside. You're working on the hip, so really open that hip, make it rotate when you push it backward towards your back, and then forward internally, and then 5 rotation on the opposite side. And then come into the butterfly position. So feet, sole of the feet facing each other, grab your toes with your hands, and then flap gently your knees towards the floor. Be sure to keep your back straight and look forward. 30 seconds. You can flap fast, you can flap slow. And you can keep the distance that you want from with the heel from the groin. The closer, the harder. So just find your distance. And stop. Maybe press down, open as much as you can. Open, open, down. Maybe press with your hands on your knees. And release. Extend your legs again. Ready for the final part. Okay, we are done with the lower body. Let's work on the upper body. Extend your arms in front of you. Palms open and facing downward. And then close fist and open. Extend the fingers. And continue to open really as much as you can and close as much as you can. Really feel this movement. Keep your shoulder relaxed. Clench your hands and then release. And now with the hands extended, finger extended, flex your wrist. So point the fingers upward and then downward. And then upward, and try to keep everything straight. And be mindful in this movement. Once again, you can sync with your breath. Inhale up, exhale down as usual. Repeat a few times. And try to do your full range of motion. In this wrist bending. Mani Bandha Naman. And now, once again, make fist, but this time with your thumb inside the fist. And then rotate your wrist. First in a direction and then in the other direction. Once again, full range of movement. Really feel all the little muscles involved in this movement. There's a lot of tiny muscles involved in these. Great exercise for carpal tunnel, but really, really great exercise for releasing the tension in the wrist. And maybe do a few more on the other side. Change a few times. If you really want to do this properly, you can do exactly like as Elena is doing. Opposite direction inward and then opposite direction outward. And stop, relax the hands. Now once again, extend your arms in front of you, parallel to the floor, but this time with the palms up. And then bend both arms and touch your shoulder with your hands and extend. Do this 10 times. Be mindful and don't move your upper arm, only move from the elbow. Inhale, exhale, look forward and focus. And stop. And now hold your right elbow with your left hand and then do the elbow rotation, coming towards the shoulder and rotating the whole arm, pressing in front of you and trying to touch towards the shoulders and with full extension when you come forward. And now reverse. Three, 4, and 5, and switch. Keep the elbow, the forearm, the upper arm parallel to the floor, and rotate. First in one direction, and then in the other direction. And now place both fingertips on both elbows and open up your elbow to the sides. And now we do shoulder rotation. First we'll go forward. So really try to touch your elbows when you come forward and touch your shoulder blade when you go backward. So a full rotation of the shoulder socket. Breathe in and out following the rotation. Keep everything strong and then change direction. Mindful and really try to touch the elbows and make the circle as big as you can. And once you have done 5 and 5, or the number of rotation that feels good for you, then you can stop. Last but not least, the neck. So first we will do front and back. So bring your chin towards your sternum and then bring the head back by bending from the upper vertebra and continue. Do 5 times. Touch the chin and go back. Just do as you feel comfortable. Don't force, especially when coming back. Five movements. And when you finish, come back to center and now try to touch the ear towards the shoulder, but don't move your shoulder up. So at the next, other side. So keep your face straight and your shoulder relaxed, and only move the neck from one side to the other without elevating the shoulder, and really feel this stretch in the neck muscles. Every time you bend, you give it a nice exhale. And keep everything straight. And once you've done 5 and 5, come to center, and now just bring your nose above your left shoulder. So turn to the left side and then turn to the right. Again, keep your shoulder relaxed. Don't elevate your shoulder. Maybe bring the hands a little bit backwards. Trunk is high, and you'll twist your neck left and right without forcing and keeping the head straight. So be sure you are not bending your head. And once you have done it 5 times, come back to center. And we will do 1 circle in clockwise direction. So don't force it. Do the circle a little bit smaller than your maximum range. And then reverse. Only 1 each side. And now back to center. And that was it. This is the complete Pawanmuktasana series as written in the book by Swami Satyananda Asana Pranayama Mudra Bandha. So you can use these anytime you like, or some of these exercises for preparation for a routine which involves these muscles. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.